Hi, we're going to talk today about how to adjust the hinges that are on a Bertch cabinet. So when you first get your cabinets, the hinges are installed at the factory, but they are set up with the understanding that they will be adjusted by the installer or the contractor. And it's always good to talk to the homeowner about how this works so that over time they can adjust the hinges if need be from just due to normal expansion and contraction. They're very easy to adjust. You can use a Phillips screwdriver. That's the one with kind of the slotted head on it. The hinges are called 6-way adjustable hinges. That means that they'll move left to right, up and down, and kind of in and out if you need to. And the very first place to adjust is right here on the very front. You take your Phillips screwdriver and you'd insert it here. And this is kind of on a cam. It's very good to do it with a hand screwdriver and not a cordless, which would probably have too much torque. Got to be careful you don't turn it too hard. But if you just turn it to the left or the right, it'll move it in or out. You can kind of see that it's on a cam and it just turns very easily by hand. So you can turn it on the top or the bottom and that'll move it left to right. And you kind of check it and see what the alignment is like. So that's kind of one of the adjustments, left to right. On the inside of the hinge, where the hinge is mounted to the cabinet face frame, there's a screw here. You need to loosen the screw on both the top and the bottom, and then there's a slot, and then that would allow you to take the door and move that up or down. You typically don't have to do this much after it gets installed and is adjusted kind of the very first time. Everything kind of gets set. But again, you would put your screwdriver in here. You can get it in there. You loosen it on the top and on the bottom. It's always good to get your bifocals focused. And then as you notice, the door will move up and down. Then you can move it, and then you can tighten it again once you get it to where you want it. And usually you can kind of move it and then just turn it like about one solid turn. So you don't have to take the screw all the way out. Okay, and then that tightens it up and down. And then the very last adjustment, and this is really nice, that if the cabinet is installed in a situation where maybe it's not 100% level, where that the door might kind of tip in or tip out, and we use the phrase, we call that the door is racked. What you can do to help offset that issue is there's one final adjustment in the back. Put my screwdriver in there, and we turn this, and this is really kind of neat. What it does, it doesn't move a lot, but it actually takes and makes the door move away or toward the cabinet face frame. So it really takes the door and moves it in or out. And again, what that'll allow you to do, when you close the door, and if it's kind of kicked out, you can actually tighten it so it goes back in or vice versa. So those are the ways that we would adjust the cabinet hinge.